Welcome to episode 3 Sunflower Fantasy Football Podcast. I'm Eli Southwick. This is Kyle Templeton.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, Kyle?
Just living the dream. Sitting pretty at 0-4.
Kyle with a nice 0-4.
Woo! Love to see it.
It is Waiver Wednesday.
This is vodka, by the way. 0-4. It's the only thing I can drink now.
All right, Waiver Wednesday. And late last night, we had breaking news. First trade of the season. Alex acquired Christian McCaffrey for Joe Mixon and Antonio Gibson. Thoughts?
Drink some more vodka. Horrible trade. Keeper year, number 1 overall pick, 4 weeks into the year. Yeah. I mean, what do you think about it?
Well, I played Greg this week, and it definitely sucks because now Greg actually has running backs to use. But long term, I think it definitely hurts Greg because he was already doing well, and he was already had a good roster. But when McCaffrey came back, it was going to be just even more dangerous. But it kind of works out, I think, for the competitive teams that are not named Greg in our league because. Now McCaffrey goes to a team that's 1-3. He's got another week on the IR. He can't play this week. So the Alex looks like it's even going to be tougher now to win, without him. And so, yeah, I mean, and then Greg, you just lose as a guy for later in the push.
Yeah, and he loses arguably one of the best fantasy players we've seen in a couple years, and he could have had him on his team for 2 years.
Yeah.
Now, Alex will have had him last year, right?
Alex is in a better position for next season, definitely, because he can have McCaffrey and Michael Thomas.
Yeah, the 1 and 2 pick of this year's draft on his roster.
Yeah, so,
back-to-back years.
But again, he's going to not have McCaffrey this week, and then maybe even next week. So we'll see if he's 1-4 or 1-5 by the time he gets McCaffrey back. He could get some wins though and be in better shape. But
it'd be hilarious if Alex made a late push for the playoffs with McCaffrey and faced Greg in the playoffs.
Yeah, that would be
Joe Mixon dropped 8 points.
Could have wild card game Alex versus Greg, and then Christian McCaffrey with the win.
We'll see. We could be wrong. Could be a good trade it could even be worse for Alex and somehow work for Greg, but
you could definitely work. There's no you can't say with definite that Greg lost the trade.
Looking at it straight up, just
looks a little rough. Looks a little rough for sure. All right, more news out of the NFL today was that Dwayne Haskins has been benched for Kyle Allen. Thoughts on the move?
Needed to be done. Honestly, was hoping when I looked at whose name started, I was really hoping I'd see Smith there, but I don't think we'll ever see him play.
Yeah, probably not.
Unless Haskins gets hurt and Kyle Allen gets hurt.
Yeah, it's just probably too dangerous for Alex Smith too. If I was a coach, I probably wouldn't put him in. I mean, I'm no doctor, but I'm not gonna have a dude lose his leg over my decision.
His life.
Yeah, or his life for sure.
He's virtually just a $20 million mascot. Just
for sure.
Make the team hyped up.
So the only thing I think, the only player this really matters for is Terry McLaurin. And, I'll be honest, I'm not hyped. There's a lot of people whose instant reaction was free Terry. But, Kyle Allen is probably not a more talented quarterback than Dwayne Haskins. He was obviously struggling. But
in terms of arm.
Yeah, Dwayne Haskins is a better arm. He obviously isn't accurate. It's actually brutal to watch. But, I don't know. People are talking about, Kyle Allen, made DJ Moore really solid last year.
True.
And if they can just run, if they can run Terry on a lot more short stuff, and it just turns into a PPR machine, it could be better. But Haskins and Terry have a connection that goes back to Ohio State. So
true.
They've been playing each other. They've been playing with each other longer than it seems.
But you see backup QBs come in, say with per se Herbert or say Kyle Allen last year comes in and starting, and he's just going to throw to the number 1 guy.
Yeah, sure hope so.
Sure hope so. He's just I'm going to throw it to Keenan Allen, like
Terry's sitting in the top 10 right now. Hopefully that does not mean that he's going to fall out. Hopefully he can continue it for sure.
Who else is on the Redskins, though, at the same time? Oh, I mean the football team.
My fault. The only thing I could really think is maybe Antonio Gibson gets more work in the ground game. But who knows? Who knows? Other piece of news out of the NFL is Stephon Gilmore tested positive for COVID after the Chiefs game. So, don't want to speculate really, but hopefully this doesn't mean worse things are coming. Not good. Definitely not what you want to see. And the funny that the Patriots have their two best players out with COVID. Best player on defense, best player on offense.
Tank for Trevor.
All right, let's get into the waivers.
Waiver Wednesday, baby.
First pickup, I think, was Ryan. This is not ordered, which is stupid. But Ryan picked up. I don't know, where do you see it? We can just go through the list. Let's just go from top to bottom.
Oh, it is in order. They changed it online. But on your phone, I guess it's not.
Oh, okay, cool. I like a lot.
Perfect.
All right, so Ryan had Josh Kelly. He lost Austin Eckler, so it kind of is perfect for him.
For sure.
He's going to be able to slide him in.
He's arguably the top waiver pickup this week, I'd imagine.
Yeah,
in most leagues.
Yeah, I don't know. He's got a decision to make over David Montgomery, I think. But Josh Kelly is a good pickup, and as soon as Eckler's back, you can just put Eckler in the lineup. So
plus David Montgomery plays against the Bucs on Thursday night.
So smart move. Another smart move, I think, was Chase Edmonds.
Yes, sir.
There were some other running backs out there that I think could have been picked up, but Chase Edmonds has been trending up and Drake's been trending down. What do you think about your pickup?
I'm happy. I mean, I needed someone else besides Frank Gore. Chase Edmonds is really good receiving back, which is one thing I especially like about him. But Kenyon Drake also not being 100% makes it an easy decision. Marvin Jones has obviously not played anywhere near what he used to play, so he got the bookend today.
Mark picked up arguably the best tight end available, Johnny Smith. Gave up on Nyheim Hines.
Nyheim Hines is going to get picked up.
He might get picked up, yeah. But Johnny Smith for sure was, I think he's the number 6 tight end. Good pickup. It was a toss-up, I think, between him and Schultz as far as tight ends go. But
you know who the number 2 tight end in the NFL is right now for fantasy?
Robert Tonyan.
Robert Tonyan.
Robert Tonyan, baby, going hard.
Even after a 39-point performance by George Kittle.
Yeah. Well, Kittle missed 2 games, but Kittle's probably going to take over the top spot before too long.
Right.
If he's playing like that.
I mean, Tonyan didn't play the first game.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. There you go. All right, moving on to Alex picked up Dalton Schultz. He had him earlier. He had him last week too, and dropped him I think before the week started. So picked his boy back up. He needed a tight end because Tanya's on bye. I kind of figured he was going to take a tight end, which is unfortunate for me because I was looking at both of them.
You didn't even need to drop someone to add someone.
No, because unfortunately I dropped fucking Josh Kelly for the week because of the COVID game, and I had Fitzpatrick. Looking back on it, I wish I would have just taken the risk because I ended up with a loss anyway. Yeah. I could have just been chilling with Josh Kelly because my backup running backs are okay, but there's a pretty big drop off for my backup running backs.
The Ravens need to figure out the running back situation, make it easy.
But I got the steal of the waiver wire. In my opinion, I don't need him, Deebo Samuel, but this has AJ Brown drop vibes. When Greg dropped AJ Brown, I was like, what? And then when I saw Deebo Samuel last night that was available, I was
picked AJ Brown up?
You gotta be kidding me. Tristan has AJ Brown. Jeez. Yeah, Deebo Samuel was last on my waiver priority, and I was 9th in the order, so I'm surprised I got him. But he was last on my priority. I really don't need him. Deebo Samuel's available for trade if anybody is listening to this.
Wait, so Greg dropped AJ Brown and traded away Christian McCaffrey?
Yeah.
Jesus. All right.
Yeah. Good stuff, Greg. All right. Moving on. Pat picked up Ben off the wire.
There you go.
He has Rodgers on bye this week, so that makes sense.
Yep. I see who I'm playing against this week.
And then,
Biggie.
Deal with Ben. We'll get into the matchup later. And then Alex put in 2 more claims for T. Higgins and Scotty Miller.
And then Alex does what Alex does.
Alex desperately needed more receivers.
Scroll up here. You see the Alex effect of the indecisive decisions that, as usual, happens every week. Drop, add, same guy.
Yeah, drop, add,
so
for sure.
Added Scotty, dropped Laviska, added Justin, dropped Scotty, dropped Laviska, added Scotty.
Yeah, they're pretty like on brand for Alex. It's funny, you look at the timestamps, it's pretty funny. Like, the Waivers ran at 2:38. He made a decision at, like, 3. And he made another decision at, like, 2:30. That's pretty great. And then Kyle made the first free agent pickup.
We see here when Charlie woke up, about 5:25 a.m., went straight to fantasy.
Got on and picked up Slayton. And then he added Zacchaeus from Atlanta also.
Yeah, with Julio possibly being out this week, it's a solid pickup, I think.
I made my defense move. It was Patriots against Denver, and then Stephon Gilmore tested positive, so I was like, all right, I just switched. I was like, okay.
Yeah, the Patriots defense was still available. I'm like, well, no one wants them now.
Yeah, someone got scouts, Jeff Wilson, Michael Hardman. Not much to say about them. Oh, he dropped Jeff Wilson.
Greg added the former captain.
And we can't ignore Sporting KT is back in full with the G and everything.
Yes, sir.
Sporting KT. He's in with the switch.
Dropped Gore out of there. He's got to go. So back to the old name.
Yeah. Read our league note, vote on the poll, and then KT added Eric Ebron.
Minutes before the show.
All right, let's get into some Week 5 preview.
Woo!
We're going to start with. You start with anybody.
The game of the week. If you read the post.
Game of the week. All right, let's do it.
It's the very top. Is you.
3-1 versus 3-1. Eli versus Greg. First game in the division. First time meeting
for each?
In division.
Oh,
okay. Let's see. We got Eli leads Greg 6-1 all time. If that information we found on our record book. But yeah, let's look at the preview. What do you see, Kyle?
Greg projected to win by 7? If you look at the bottom, it's really just the tight end through special team really is the only difference maker.
Yeah.
Quarterback's projected to tie, I'd still give. See, I don't know. Pat Mahomes doesn't play the Ravens, I don't think, that great. During a day game?
Yeah, the Raiders.
What did I say?
Ravens.
Oh, Ravens.
But it's a home game. I like.
And then Josh Allen at Tennessee.
Yeah.
If they even, is that game even going to happen? For sure.
Maybe not. Yeah.
So we could see that projection go down with, I think, Greg's backup quarterback.
That would be a gift.
Breezes.
That'd be a gift for me for sure.
That would
Don't
be
have to deal with Josh Allen.
Yeah, and you see his roster looking pretty Greg-ish without Aaron Jones on bye.
Yeah, no Aaron Jones.
No Christian, obviously, but he wouldn't have had him anyway. But what's going on with the bench? See, CeeDee Lamb getting the start this week. Very hyped about that.
CeeDee Lamb is 16th receiver on the season, so I'm
giving Hollywood the bench.
There's a tough decision because Justin Jefferson is playing Seattle.
I like that matchup
with Justin Jefferson.
Yeah,
I do too. But I mean, CD is just the Giants matchup.
See, I would definitely start CD. I just I don't know.
Giants matchup is also good, and I mean the CD numbers are they do not.
I'm surprised you're not bitter benching Calvin after.
Oh no, definitely not.
Goose.
Definitely not. Hopefully he bounces back. But you look at these numbers, that does not look like rookie wide receiver numbers.
Not at all.
That looks legit.
Solid amount of targets. He's averaging 5 catches a game.
Yeah,
that's solid. Lowest amount, 59 yards.
So hopefully he can get in the end zone again against the Giants, and that'd be a pretty high upside again this week for sure. Stuck with Gesicki again. Blows. He's definitely on the shit list of my team. So, oh well.
Oh, Greg Finch and Mike Evans as well.
Yeah, Mike Evans could get in there over any of Fuller, Brown, or Crowder.
Last minute start potentially.
He's probably just waiting on the injury, news.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
But yeah, I'm missing Aaron Jones, which is nice because I don't have to deal with my former team legend.
Oh, that's right. He dropped Breeze out of Burrow, so you could be potentially facing Burrow.
Yeah.
In Baltimore, though. So.
Yeah. So anything could go there. I don't know. I think it's kind of a toss-up here. This is definitely Greg has definitely been doing well. I think the projection is about right.
Yeah. I think your defense should be, I feel like, projected more than his defense, with all things considered.
Yeah, I mean it's close, but I think so.
Philly's a better defense, but the Jets are just way worse than offense.
I think CD should be projected more than Jameson Crowder.
I like that your running back's going against his defense, though.
Yeah,
That's going to be like
not great for Sanders, but he's kind of the only option on the offense, so we kind of don't have a choice.
Right.
So, and I don't have a choice. My running backs are thin after my starters.
Oh, you fell to third?
Third in the division and fourth overall, unfortunately. But
so winner would take first, ideally, unless
4-1 on the line.
Mark goes off,
and then Silver's Cup will follow after this week. So hopefully I can go 4-1 and get some comfort before Silver's Cup.
It's like unlikely you'll get that. If you lose this week, I mean, you'll probably still end up 4-2.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, let's move on to there. I'm just still in order here
because Cam Newton's gone that week too.
All right, so the trade man himself, newly acquired Christian McCaffrey, won't be playing this week, but Alex leads Ryan 7-5 all time, and this is their first meeting.
Ryan's projected to fucking heap them by 30.
Yeah, Ryan's projections have been insane all season.
That's crazy.
I mean, you look at his roster,
yeah,
all the way down to Niners defense and Harrison Butker. Like he's just
and with Devontae on bye.
Ryan has depth that just pretty much doesn't matter. But he lost Eckler, but maybe I don't know. Maybe he hasn't looked at his team yet. Maybe he might be trying to start Josh Kelly over David Montgomery. I can see that happening
for sure.
Alex banged up. Looks like he wants to get Michael Thomas on the field, of course. Hopefully so. His waiver pickup of Dalton Schultz in there. Damian Harris cracking the lineup after a nice game against the Chiefs. Scotty Miller, total rando, but hey, he's like a Godwin backup, I guess. So that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Thomas is back.
Yeah.
See how Damian Harris does. He did really well last Monday.
Yeah, for sure. Kind of like that Ravens defense matchup too against the rookie QB. Nothing against Joe Burrow, but
yeah. David Johnson could have his big game because he's playing Jacksonville. We saw what Joe Mixon did against Jacksonville.
For sure.
And then who knows, freaking Ryan might trade Ezekiel Elliott to him for like an 8th round pick and a Snickers bar.
Yeah. Alex definitely is a threat to steal players off other teams for sure. Bench
doesn't really have much option on the bench.
Godwin's probably out.
Short week.
Harry doesn't really look usable. I don't really see you going with Higgins or Jackson yet. Maybe Higgins. I mean, who knows? Yeah.
Higgins been on the up.
Over here, Eckler out, Fournette injured, Ingram can't trust him, and Renfro probably can't trust him either. Not with your options.
And not with how Casey's defensive backs have been playing.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan definitely looks like he's the heavy favorite in this matchup, but anything can happen, as you saw last week. So,
yes, sir.
But yeah, Kittle going back on full cylinders there. DK Metcalf has been really good so far this year. Kyler has the Jets. So.
And Zeke has the Giants.
Pretty good matchups. Oh, in Atlanta for DJ Moore. That's good. Minnesota, man. I don't know.
Teddy Bridgewater needs to have a good game.
I don't really see Ryan losing this game, but we'll see. It could happen.
49ers play Miami offense. And then you got Butker. If Ryan's winning the game, Butker will have a hell of a game. If Ryan's down by a couple points, expect Butker to miss at least like 2 extra points, maybe.
Could happen. Yeah.
It's been happening recently.
Butker's been uncharacteristically missing some kicks, for sure. All right, let's go on to a classic rivalry. 40KT versus Smoking Commies. Kyle leads the all-time series 16-9-1 at a tie there. What do you think?
More than likely 0-5 as of this week. The Aaron Rodgers on bye definitely helps. You know, Derrick Henry still could not play, which
crazy
would be another huge help. I got the advantage at flex for sure. If Julio was healthy, then I would give the wash for the receivers, but he gets the advantage with Amari and Stephon. I'm starting Darius this week as of right now.
Yeah.
And then Josh Jacobs with how inconsistent he is. But
yeah,
I got the best kicker in the league.
For sure.
And the best QB.
For sure. Chase Edmonds off the wire right into the starting lineup. You hate to see it, but hey, it's got to be done.
It's 100% better than Gore.
Definitely better than Gore.
Is Aaron Rodgers the number 1 quarterback now? Did he overtake?
No, it's Dak. Dak is still
yeah,
number
makes
1.
sense. I was like, damn.
And Cooper's number 1 receiver.
I'm like, how are you number 2 averaging 35.8?
Cooper number 1 receiver. Dak number 1 QB.
He has the number 1 defense. The Colts defense are averaging 20 points a game.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
And they're playing at Cleveland.
They've got Cleveland. Cleveland is actually playing pretty well this year.
Yeah.
They got kind of embarrassed against Baltimore, but
Baker still gets his turnovers, though.
Yeah. No, but the team is a lot different.
For sure.
They're running the ball great.
Mm-hmm.
Offensive line is playing well.
But the Colts are playing without Chubb. Against Chubb,
Yeah, no Chubb. We got backup Dernish Johnson is probably going to get some run.
Yeah. Kareem Hunt going to blow up.
Kareem in the feature role.
Waiting for Quinn to check his lineup because Kenyon Drake's currently still starting and Hunt's on the bench.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, classic matchup, SI division. First last right now, so that's probably never happened before.
Yeah, never been 0-4 before.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever lost 4 games in a row before.
Probably not. That seems unlikely. You've had some really good records over the years, so.
Still the only one with multiple 10-win regular seasons.
Yep.
Got 3.
Yeah.
And a 9 and an 8 in there too.
But yeah, I'm not seeing too many tough matchups for either side really. Henry against Buffalo if they play is not great.
I know Josh Jacobs usually plays the Chiefs pretty well. I mean, he only played him twice, but I think both times he ran for 100. Could be wrong, but he looked good. I remember watching him.
Chiefs' run defense looks a little suspect. They were suffering without Chris Jones for sure.
If Damian Harris can run for 100 yards against the Chiefs, I really hope Josh Jacobs could go for 150.
Yeah. For sure. Bears defense versus Colts defense.
Love to see it. They played each other last week.
Yeah.
And Brady got Godwin. Mike Evans questionable. O.J. Howard gone. Could see Brady go back to noodle arm Brady.
Quick look at the bench options. T.Y. Hilton just been really disappointing this year.
Rodgers on bye.
Landry's also been disappointing, except he has some sick QB skills. Never know when he can pop off a 60-yard touchdown pass.
For sure, even a run.
Maybe Philip Lindsay comes back soon.
Yeah.
Maybe this week, maybe next week.
Bench is pretty sad.
Bench is sad for Kyle's side. Julio probably out after the hamstring injury.
Barkley out for the
win.
year. Cam's got COVID. Corey Davis might not play because of COVID. TJ is on a bye. And then AJ Green only likes to catch the ball 3 times for the 15 targets.
Yeah, AJ Green definitely also disappointing this year.
Target machine. Just
Target machine, but
can't get the ball close to his hands.
Invaluable target. Invaluable is not the right word. Not valuable targets, just because they're not catchable and they're short.
Not catchable, or he's just double covered.
Yeah, the offense is just it's not struggling really as a whole, but there's just it's Joe Burrow is definitely trying to force the ball, but it's just not working. I don't know for whatever reason. I haven't been watching a lot of those games.
Russell Wilson hopefully hold the team on his back against Minnesota.
All right, let's look at Tristan versus Mark.
Stack that ass up.
We got Mark 3-1, second in the FI versus Tristan, who got his first win, still in last place. Projected to be close, and the all-time series is Tristan leading Mark 4-3-1.
Nice.
Another tie there.
Could even it up after this week,
Mark
though.
could even it up with the win for sure. And there we go. The marquee QB matchup between Dak and Lamar. Some good matchups for both of them.
Yep, for sure. Tristan definitely hurting with that Chubb injury. That really stinks for his team. But he's got 2 backs. But, I mean, it was nice having Mike Davis is a real nice flex when you have Chubb and Claire.
Yeah. But, I don't know. Tristan actually has depth, I would say. I mean, you've got Davis fills in that RB2. And then Chark kind of got right last week. Yeah. Cup is obviously playing well. When you look at those points per game on Tristan's team, that looks good. I wouldn't be upset.
Not at all. Chark is, I'm surprised he's averaging 17. And Anderson. They're both averaging more than Cup.
Yeah. Yeah, good stuff from the receivers there.
Yeah.
Tristan definitely like making it work without his third and fourth round picks.
For sure.
I actually thought that was the case after the draft, that like he had it definitely hurt like his depth.
Mm-hmm.
But he's even built that okay. Like he's got Gallup on the bench, and he's got those
Yeah, he earned that spot.
Mike Davis and Robbie Anderson were really good pickups. If he didn't have those pickups, he'd be hurting. But those are good pickups for sure.
Yep. Le'Veon Bell's supposed to be coming back.
Yeah, Le'Veon Bell should be coming back for Mark.
He's still in Mark's IR, so he can't come play for his team, but he can play in the NFL game.
But James Robinson has been holding that down for sure.
Yeah. Don't see Le'Veon Bell taking his spot. I'd say maybe Le'Veon Bell might get a flex.
I don't either.
I'd say Juju maybe receiver number 2, and then it's either Bell or Devontae each week, depending on who you got.
Yeah, I definitely think that Robinson has like passed Bell like on Mark's depth chart. Like
I hate to see it.
Yeah, I mean not really.
If you're a Le'Veon Bell fan.
Yeah, but good for Mark that he picked up Robinson.
I mean, he used to be like considered the best back. Now he's really starting on the fantasy team. So. Yeah,
Le'Veon Bell fell off a cliff. He was like an elite first round pick, and then the holdout happened, and then he's just been not the same. Yep. So that sucks for him. But Zach Ertz is struggling to say the least. Sitting at tight end 16 on the season. Tight end 16 is in there with the likes of like Mo Alley Cox, Logan Thomas, like the like randos, Gronk even, somewhere in there. But yeah, no, it's been not good for Zach Ertz and the whole entire Philadelphia like offense.
Yeah. Start Jalen, man.
I like that Rams start against Washington. Mark had Rams last week, but he kind of just carried it over.
It works out
with Kyle Allen. Yeah, I definitely think that's a good start.
D-Hop kind of had a slow week last week. Now he's going against the Jets, so him and Kyler might just fucking carve him up.
Yeah, looking at the matchups, probably give the edge to matchup-wise. I think Tristan has better matchups, but overall, like firepower-wise, I'd probably say Mark should be the favorite in this game. But this looks like a toss-up.
I might go opposite. I think Tristan's the favorite. I think in terms of like he has those kind of like explosion players. Well, I guess Mark does relatively too, except at running back. Like I don't think I ever recalled seeing Carson or Robinson break away for a long touchdown.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll see. It's probably going to be. I mean, it's projected to be a close game. Probably the closest game projected this week, I'd imagine.
Should be a close game.
Yeah.
It'd be disappointing for Mark to drop to 3-2 after a big win and playing the last place team in the division. But
Dak's holding the team together. Tristan, I mean,
Tristan is better.
He's 1-3, but he's definitely he's not a 1-3 team.
Yeah, he had the 1 point loss to me on Monday Night Football last week, and then he got like blown out by Greg, but he actually put up like 150 in that week, so he could easily be 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, decent team. All right, move on to our last matchup. Quinn versus Evan, the matchup of two players you had to check their lineups this week. 2-2 Evan versus 2-2 Quinn. They're both sitting at 500 and in the middle of their divisions. And Quinn and Evan are tied. This is just like the tie series like day, or I guess. But Quinn and Evan are tied at 5-1. So 3 of our matchups have had previous ties this week, which is interesting.
Currently have players that are on bye starting in the lineup.
Yeah, you love it. You love that they're. You just wonder if they could be better than 2-2 if they just lift their lineups every once in a while.
Or I made waiver claims at Evan.
At Quinn to net no Fant in the tight end spot still with no backup. Missed a chance on some good ones too.
I know.
I don't know if he was high in the order or not, but.
And Evan had the number 1 waiver pickup and didn't pick up anyone.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of looked. Honestly, if I was Evan and looking at his team with his receivers, I would have taken Deebo Samuel number 1. He doesn't need the running backs. I mean, okay, Jared McKinnon is definitely suspect. Yeah. But how did you end up with these? Oh, yeah, he took 16 32nd. That's right. It's RB2. Yeah, I mean, McKinnon has been a beast, but I don't know. I would maybe have reinforced the running backs, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I would probably have taken Debo Samuel.
Losing Galladay on a bye, and he's probably gonna end up starting freaking Sanders or some shit. But
yeah, you could have used Debo's probably not trustworthy yet.
all the top 3 receivers I think got picked up in waivers, so
yeah,
he'll make it work somehow.
Yeah, but I'm definitely gonna lean towards Quinn here in this game. Because as soon as he gets Drake out of the lineup where he belongs, he's gonna get Kareem Hunt in there.
Brady's had back-to-back good weeks, so he's playing like old Brady again right now, and then Tyreek and Adam Thielen solid.
Yeah, you get Bobby Woods in there and Kareem, and you're looking at a really solid lineup. You got to figure out something at tight end, but good team sitting there.
Even Boyd's sitting at flex.
Boyd's fine.
They're hand in hand.
He's not a guy that I get excited about. I think Woods is a more dynamic player.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that he just produces. He doesn't get him much love, but
Boyd or Woods?
Boyd.
Kind of both, honestly.
Yeah.
But
the real best there was it rank 15, and Woods is what 18.
Yeah, Boyd is criminally underrated for sure. Doesn't get much love. He deserves it, but
yeah, he's right. Yeah, he's right there with I guess what was it?
Yeah,
averaging a little by 1 point less than Hill.
So yeah,
not right.
So I'll take Quinn in this matchup for sure. We'll go 3-2. We'll be just right there for the division still.
Yeah, if Tristan beats Mark, and winner you and Greg will have a nice lead.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Anything else that you want to discuss?
Nothing really catch my eye to point out. Just sit and be mad all week about Greg trading his best player away.
Let's check it maybe one more time. Oh, there is a waiver report. I'm gonna check
check the standings.
I'm gonna check the recent activity one more time. Still no moves. Let's see what this waiver report looks like, and then. Oh yeah, see, this is smart. This makes total sense.
Yeah, it tells you where they.
You can't find us on the app. So picked up Kelly, then Edmonds 2, Smith, unsuccessful, Schultz.
Wait, will it say mine then?
Yeah. Well, here we'll find the solution here to Kai. Justin Jackson.
Already been added.
Didn't even have him. I think you just missed it, man. Yeah, I think you just missed it.
Could have deleted Jackson instead of Kelly, I guess.
Oh man, Pat picked up or tried to pick up Debo, and I stole him. That's crazy. Pat drafted Debo. Actually, the story about Debo for me was that it was ninth round, and I was looking at Deontay Johnson or Debo Samuel, and the reason why I took Deontay Johnson at the time was because of health. Deontay Johnson was actually healthy, and Debo Samuel's still injured. So I was like, all right, I'll just go with Deontay, even though Debo would be a total value if he was to somehow be healthy early, you know. So I kind of was looking at Debo, dang, I could have had him, but also how can I get my hands on him? Definitely glad that I scooped him right before Pat. That feels nice. I like that a lot. For sure.
So Ryan didn't get Justin Jackson because he already
player involved has already been dropped. Yeah. Don't do that, guys. If you list your
he added. Oh wait, it says it. Yeah, he tried to add 2 Charger running backs.
If you list a guy in your waiver order for the same player to be dropped,
yeah. See,
make a
there
copy.
it is, because I didn't try and add Josh Kelly this week because Ryan basically told me he was going to have him. So I guess I accidentally deleted Justin Jackson.
Yeah.
Instead of Josh Kelly.
Yeah, so make a copy of your claims for dropping a different guy, just in case the first one goes through. Lessons to be learned.
That Schultz hurts.
Yeah, Schultz is a nice pickup for sure, but I think Debo is still the biggest deal. So that a few times. Debo for sale.
Don't sleep on Edmonds.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Debo for sale. Hit me with some trades. Otherwise, I'll be chilling, and I'll be just adding another receiver to this crazy receiver group that I already have.
I mean, he fits your roster well. He's only played in the league for 2 years.
Yeah, perfect. He's a young player. That's exactly what I like. So
you like that youth?
Yeah, you gotta have the youth. Gotta have the youth. You guys can have the old guys. I'll take the young guys. Works for me. And you.
Who's all on my team?
Like all of your players.
Nah, they're all in prime. Well, I guess AJ Green's old.
Yeah, dude, a lot of them are in their prime. I'll give you that. But all right, let's wrap it up.
Yeah, signing off. Second podcast. No babies yelling, no dogs barking. Just straight voices straight to your ears.
Straight chilling. Sunflower Podcast Week 5. Signing off.
Peace.